Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a general pick-a-pile reading about are there sex fantasies about you, naughty or nice? So readings are timeless and timestamps are in the pinned comments and decks are in the description box. There's also a link to my link tree so you can find me all over the internet. And there's also a link to Etsy for this reading. I also want to say thank you to the new subscribers. I'm so excited. We're over 300. That's pretty awesome. Also wanted to say thank you to the people who are getting Etsy readings. It's been really fun to learn about you and your relationships. I also wanted to say that the people who have been leaving the comments on the videos, you are on a list, and after the first of the year, there's going to be something really cool. So I'm really excited about it. So if you would like to be a shout out person, be the first person to leave a comment on a video. And normally what happens is I pull like a one card and do like a short reading, but I'm going to do something really fun. So be the first person to leave a comment so you can be included in that. Also on my channel is What's in the Box. What's in the Box is about your intuition. Intuition is really important on my channel because intuition is what is driving you, first of all, to this video. Second of all, to it's helping you decide which pile to pick. And it's also because these are like group readings, you may hear information that's meant for somebody else. So you have to be able to use your discernment to know when it's not about you. So today we have the quarter, the elephant, and the green truck. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the people who chose the quarter. So today we have some yes or no questions. We have, do they think about sex with you? Do they just want a booty call? Should you make a move? And then we have two tarot tips or insights, and then I pulled a message that would be coming from them. Also on my channel, if the camera zooms in, we pull a clarifier with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. First question, do they think about sex with you? Yes. Rest. This yes could take some time to arrive. It is advised that you take some time to rest and relax. So for a lot of you in this situation, you know in your heart that you are going to be in a relationship with this person. Other people are telling you to move on, but you look at this and you're like, no, this is it. This is right. This is what I want. This is what's going to happen. While you're waiting for that to happen, there are other things that you need to be doing. You need to be meditating. You need to be learning yourself. You need to be knowing who you are so that when you meet this person or when you interact with this person in a romantic or sexual way, that you're capable of being in that relationship with them. So they're not a sex fantasy about you. They do want to have sex with you. Now, do they want a booty call? No, not at this time. You could ask again later, but do you really want to? Now, this is where you have to use your discernment because you have to ask yourself, does this mean that this person doesn't want to have sex with me? Or does this person mean that they want to have a more in-depth relationship with me? So let's see, should you make your move? Oh, maybe, which. Consider the options. Do not get stuck in the details. This really has the energy of go with the flow. If you see this person and they're looking at you and you're like, hey, I like your shirt or something, you're just talking to them. If you feel the energy is like electric, if you feel happy with this person, that's cool. You can feel that. You can experience that. You can go forward and realize that you are loved and that you have guides who are helping you in this connection. This is an opportunity for you to be really positive. Now, there are some of you who I know have been hanging on to someone who has been in your past. And I'm really hearing a lot that the energy is shifting so much that it is time for you to move on from that person as you knew that person in the past. So you may have had an experience with someone and you were just connected and it felt so great. And then they started dating somebody else or they started moving on. You want to make sure that you are protecting your own best interest. Is it in your own best interest to put the energy and effort towards someone who's not putting energy and effort towards you? You have to ask yourself, are you missing out on the person who could be there for you on a daily basis in the way you really want them to be? They can't be there and that position if you have put someone else in that position. So basically, it's like if you imagine a parking space, a parking lot that everybody's labeled, you parked somebody else in the parking spot so no one else can get there. And some people say, well, it's really hard. I don't know how to stop loving this person. My heart feels this, my heart feels that. Psychologically, when you feel an emotion, you actually only feel that emotion for 12 minutes. Anything past that 12 minutes, you are perpetuating. So if that person came to you and said, oh, I am upset with you, I'm mad at you, I'm blocking everything, you had 12 minutes to get over it. And if you've been still thinking about it for years, you are stuck. And it's time for you to get unstuck. And you can definitely do that. This is not something that's too difficult. So then the tarot insight, this tarot card is pulling up as the Four of Wands. So this is about homecomings, family, friends. It could be about weddings. And really, honestly, to go with the flow of the conversation that we were having before, you could be missing out on your Four of Wands or your twin flame or your soulmate because you're stuck on this person who was supposed to just teach you a lesson, and you're supposed to learn from the lesson and move on, but you haven't. So then the next tarot insight is showing up as the reverse Three of Cups. So now the reverse Three of Cups is about no support. It's about gossip. There are people who do not have your best interest at heart. For some of you, the person that you really care about and really love, they were told lies about you. And that's one of the reasons why they just wanted you out and gone. So then let's pull a clarifier on the, wow, okay. So that, yes, the clarifier pulled up as the reverse Knight of Wands. Now the reverse Knight of Wands has some impulsive behavior. They're chaotic. They're not, so this person has no organized attachment. They have no way to really make a connection. So they come in and they're really exciting because they feel like they're all about sex and they're all about you. And for some of you, that's not the case. So you're really going to have to use your discernment because it's all about how you see this connection. It's really interesting. I've never had, this group is almost split 50-50. Some of you have definitely met someone who's important in your life, and then some of you are stuck on somebody who's not your person. And really, a good indication of that can be the amount of time that it's been that that person has made the choice to not talk to you. Because if they're blocking you, if they've started dating someone else, they have made a choice to not be in that relationship with you. Now, it could be a not at this time situation where they are learning something with someone else, because both of these things talked about time. Rest and relax, it will take some time, not at this time. And then wish is talking about not getting stuck in the details, and time is a detail. So you're really going to have to use your discernment and see which group that you would fit in, and what you feel from your guides is really the point of the situation. So then the message that they have is, saying I love you gives me such a rush. So this person loves you. And sometimes we can love someone and not be compatible with them. So you have to make sure you're compatible with this person. If this person has moved on and started dating somebody else, or if this person is moved to another country and they're just not talking to you, then this person, even though they love you, at this time is not ready for a relationship with you. So you don't want to sell yourself short and cheat yourself out of someone who could really be there for you. I really feel drawn to pull a card and see what we see on, yeah, see, wow, guys, look, Four of Swords. This is about, when it's upright, it's about rest, it's about solitude, it's about recovery, which really fits. It's the same word. So let's see if it's going to land. It didn't really land anywhere. Okay. So take some time to rebuild, to heal, to get in touch with yourself, because there's a lot of passion surrounding you For some of you, it's not with the person you want it to be. Because if you look at each of these couples, they're in a sexual intertwined. Every one of these people is naked. So there's a lot of sexual energy, and sometimes we can get caught up in the sexual energy and miss the fact that that person is not our match. So the sexual fantasy that this person has is that they enjoy loving you. They want to be able to have sex outside. This is outside. This is outside. This is outside. They want to be in a more dominant role because, as you notice, like this person is like having her suck on his finger. This person is the one who's in charge. He's holding her here. He's the one leading the horse here. So the masculine energy in this connection really wants to kind of take over and be in charge. So that's something that's really important as far as the fantasies that they have with you. So that is this reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you had a little confusion, if you weren't really sure which group you belonged in, you can either check out another pile or you can go to Etsy with the link below and get an individual reading so that it will be just your energy as well as the energy of your person. And then don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all the wonderful things you can do on YouTube. Excellent. So today, or this time, we have the second group, which is the elephant. We have, do they think about sex with you? Do they want a booty call? Should you make a move? We have 2 tarot tips, and then we have a message that they just wanted you to have about this. All right, and then on my channel, if the camera zooms in, we pull a clarifier with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So, question number 1, do they think about sex with you? No, not for the best. Your higher self knows this is not the best path for you. It's time for you to find another way. So this person may not necessarily be having sex fantasies about you, but it could be because they're fairly new. I feel like this, for some of you, you've just met this person and they are not thinking of you in that way. They're trying to be respectful because of the fact that they just met you. So then, do they want a booty call? No. Maybe another time. Asking again can be frustrating, but there is no answer for you right now other than no. So maybe another time, not for the best. There's some things that this person has as baggage that they're healing. Some of them actually might even be in relationships that you don't know about. One of the questions I like to ask when I'm dating someone or getting to know someone is there anyone who believes that they're in a relationship with you? And that's a different question because if I say to you, oh, are you in a relationship with someone? No, I'm not in a relationship with someone. Oh, but I find out there's 4 women who think they are in relationships with you. I don't want to be in that group of people. So let's see. Should you make a move? No, not now. Wait for divine timing. When the time is right, everything will fall into place. So this person, they don't have sex fantasies about you. This is an unusual one. Normally it doesn't come out no, no, no. But I really do feel that for this person, you've just met them. You don't really know a lot about them. You think they're really, really sexy. They are really what you find incredibly attractive. You spend a lot of time staring at this person and you're really interested in what they would want to do with you. But at this time, this person is so focused on themselves, like almost in a narcissistic way. Like they can't think about anything else. Some of them have just gotten out of relationships and are really hurt. So that's important as well. Some of you have just gotten out of relationships and it's not time for you because it says not now, not maybe another time, not for the best. Like I feel that there's a lot of you in this group. I sense that you are doing your own healing and it's not really time for you to step out yet because you're going to either end up getting hurt or the hurts that you do have are going to be solidified and they're going to be even more difficult to heal. So at this time, it is best for you to work on yourself. So then tarot tip number 1 is the reverse hermit. Okay, so for some of you, this person is in a hermit mode. So they're trying to go within, and what you actually need when it's reverse, this is about loneliness. This is about repeating some past mistakes. When it's upright, they're getting clarity, they're thinking. But when it's reverse, you're looking at the fact that there's some loneliness going on. Now, this is really important because I feel like this is your loneliness. So I really sense that some of you are so lonely that when a person comes in and they're kind of cute and they're a little bit nice to you, you're just like, hey, I'm here. I'm looking for a relationship. And this is actually detrimental to you. It's really not helping you in the way that you are wanting it to. So if you continue to see yourself as lonely, you're always going to be lonely because like attracts like, and as you know, there's so many sayings that we can talk about. The way that you think, what you think about is what you bring about. That's what Bob Proctor says. So here we are, and you're thinking, oh, they're really cute, but let's see what are some of the thoughts. Let me see if we can feel the energy. Oh my God, that person is so cute. They would never like me. Oh my word, I'm way too fat for that person. Oh my God, as soon as I get my money in order, I'll be able to ask that person out on a date because I'll be able to pay for it. But I'm so broke all the time. There's a lot of negative self-talk in this group, and it's really repelling you from new relationships. So that's really important. Well, you are in this time of, so probably like 2 years ago, I was standing in the kitchen and I was cleaning, and I thought, you know what? I need to be happy about the fact that I'm by myself. The fact that I can do whatever I want. My sister always used to say, when you live by yourself, you can put the microwave in the bathroom if you want to. So it's really important for you right now to fall in love with yourself. Are you doing any self-care? Have you bathed? Have you eaten something that's healthy? If you aren't taking care of yourself, you're not going to expect that other people will treat you with that respect as well. So then tarot tip number 2 is the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is about wisdom, self-sacrifice, and getting a unique perspective. So for some of you, and if you kind of notice, you see, this is really important. She's sitting here, she's not even paying attention, la la la, I'm so sexy. And he's kind of just like enamored with her. Oh, see, it zoomed in. He's enamored with her. And if you notice, in the Hermit card, he's just focused on his candle, his flame. They're up in the background. So there's some, you are single at this point, and there's a difference between how you handle yourself. It's really interesting because these are both major arcana cards, which means there's some divine guidance in this situation. So you have the choice. Are you going to take another look and another perspective at your situation? Or are you going to sit there and feel lonely and imagine, oh, everybody else has somebody. Oh, it's the holidays. I'm all by myself. I'll never have someone to spend the holidays with. It really sucks. The New Year's coming. All my friends are with someone. Most of my friends are getting engaged. There's a lot of desperation in this situation. There's a lot of desperate feelings. When you say to the universe, I want that, I want a relationship, I want a relationship, give me a relationship, it's never going to come to you, ever. You're not going to get what you want, ever. The universe does not respond to demands. If you were to get in this relationship with this person, you would end up with heartbreak. So let's see what they say to you. I want to touch your butt. So this person doesn't really want anything substantial. They don't really have, like, their only sex fantasy is that they want to touch your butt, which, I mean, I really sense that the majority of you in this group want something more than somebody who just wants to touch your butt. So if you can gain this perspective where you start taking care of yourself and not giving a crap what anybody else thinks about, you are going to have so many people interested in you. Because when you have a sense of desperation, people are like, ooh, what's wrong with you? Why are you so desperate? Why do you want this right away? Why can't you take your time and get to know me? Why are you jumping right into something? So there's a lot of self-evaluation that we would do with this group. But overall, the sex fantasy about you that this person has, which might be naughty or nice, is that they want to touch your butt. All right, well, thank you so much for letting me read for you. And if you would like specific information about your connection or even how to work on some of the past things that have put you in the position that you are in right now, you can go ahead and click the link and go to Etsy and be able to find actually quite a bit of readings. And then don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of the wonderful things you can do on YouTube. And now we are going to go with the third group of people, who are the people who chose the green truck. So we have, do they think about sex with you? Do they want a booty call? Should you make a move? Tarot tip number 1, tarot tip number 2, and something they may say to you. Do they think about sex with you? Yes, you earned it. You have kept your goal in mind. You have stayed on course. You have put in hard work, and it's time to reap the rewards. I really have a sense that the people in this group are super excited because they know without a doubt that this is the person. You're really excited about this. For a lot of you, this is a relatively new relationship. This is going really, really well. The overall feeling of any kind of fear in this group is that they're worried that the other shoe will drop. So you really need to work on that and letting yourself know that it's okay to be happy about things and that good things do come to, good. It says that you have earned it. I almost said good things come to those who wait. That was what was on the tip of my tongue. And I really sense that a lot of you in this group have been working on self-love. You have been working on making yourself feel like you are tenacious and that you can talk to people. Okay, so let's pull a clarifier for that one. That you can talk to people and really be able to just, let people know what's going on. Now, for some of you, it's very important because the clarifier on that came up as the reverse 10 of cups. Now, the reverse 10 of cups talks about the fact that there's some broken relationships. There may be some discord going on. So though this person wants to and does think about sex with you, be aware of your happiness and make sure that you are content with the situation. For some of you, I really sense that you're in a situation where you are hoping that this person will leave the relationship that they're in. So I myself was in a situation with someone who liked someone else. And during that time frame, I didn't send them any pictures. You know what I mean? Like pictures. I didn't send them any pictures. I didn't send them any dirty texts. We didn't even hold hands. We did hug when we saw each other because that was socially acceptable. But I made sure to protect my own best interest, and it is not in my best interest to give you sex if you won't give me what I want, which is a relationship. Now, you may be in a completely different situation. Everybody has their own idea of what they want out of a relationship. If you don't care, because I'm polyamorous, so I don't care that someone else is in a relationship with somebody else, but I want to be, I want my attention as well. So you're going to want to make sure that you really pay attention to how happy you are and if you are happy. And when you start not being happy, be honest with yourself. Is there something that you can change? So does this person want a booty call? Yes, joy. Making each moment joyful will ensure a wonderful adventure regardless of the path taken or the outcome. So it's really important that if this is a situation where you really want a booty call, you aren't looking for a relationship, that's awesome. I fully support that. I've had many instances where there has been someone who I've just kind of explored life with them, but I wasn't looking for them to be a life partner. And if that's what you're looking for, this person definitely has a fantasy of having you be a booty call. Should you make a move? No. Time to bow out. Others in the situation don't know it's time to move on. Good thing you are paying attention. So it's time to move on from the idea of you taking control in this situation. This person has the control in the situation. They're the one who make the dates. They're the ones who pick the time. They're the ones who control the schedule. So if you are looking at this as should you make a move and want to have a relationship, no, this person is not looking for a relationship. Now, relationships are interactions with people. So I mean, like technically you and I have a relationship, me as the person who's reading and you as the watcher. That is our relationship. So you do have a relationship with this person, but if you were looking for a committed lifelong partner who wants marriage and kids and the fence and the whole thing, this person is not that person at this time. There may be a time in the future when they kind of grow up into it, but if you're looking for this to happen soon, then you'd want to move on. So tarot tip number 1 is the reverse 7 of Wands. Now the reverse 7 of Wands is about weak boundaries. It's about giving up. So for some of you, you're like, yeah, I do want this committed relationship, and I'm just going to hang out with this guy or this girl right now to kind of just not be sad. And there's a different level of that. You have to be able to look at your life and unconditionally find happiness that does not rely on other people. So if you're dating Joe Blow and he says, "Hey, let's get together for dinner," and then he just cancels on you, you have a choice. Am I happy or am I not happy? If I'm not happy, I have the choice to move on and find another person. I can't expect this other person to change for me. So if you are seeing this person and you're like, oh yeah, they have fantasies about me, their fantasies are that you are a great booty call. And that's awesome for those of you who want to be a booty call, because that is cool. There are people who do. There is no judgment here. The only thing that I judge about sexuality is if you are doing something to someone and it is not consensual. That is the only judgment I pass on sexuality. Other than that, I don't care how many people or what people or where or who or how. I don't pass judgment on that. But there is a group of you that are looking for a committed relationship, and this is not it. But there's also a group of you who are like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. I was really hoping they wanted a booty call. This is an awesome reading. So you have to figure out where you fit in the whole situation. So then tarot tip number 2 is showing up as the Knave of Wands, or the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is about some immaturity. So it really goes back to this person can grow, has the potential to grow. We all have the potential to grow. And you may see some growth that has happened since you met them. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to change in any rapid pace. So you want to be aware of that. But this person definitely enjoys long hair. This person enjoys seeing you in like sexy dresses, because if you'll notice, like this one's backless, this one's like falling off her shoulder, this one has a slit up the side. Like this person really appreciates a woman who is well dressed, who knows how to dress for her body, and who is seductive in what she is wearing. All right, and the message comes across as, I'm sorry, I'm silent, I'm working on healing. So this person wants you to know that even though you are not hearing from them on a day-to-day basis, or on a basis that you really want to hear from them on, they are sorry about that. So you have a choice. You have a choice. You do not have to wait around for this person. It is not that there's anything wrong with you, or that you failed, or any that you gave up. It just means that it's not time right now. All right. Well, thank you so much for letting me read for you. And if you need specific messages from your person, there are also links to Etsy where you can find those. And then don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all of the wonderful things you can, hiccups, can do on YouTube. And then now it is time for what is in the box. What's in the box? What's in the box? And what is in the box is the gold person. All right, well, thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again. Happy holidays!